Hey everyone, today not only am I going to show you how to create this animation, but also the thought process behind it. So hopefully you will be able to create an animation. So hopefully you'll be able to create this animation too. If you just so hopefully you'll be able to create any animation you want, just like this. So let's begin. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is break it up into short steps. Usually what I is yeah, so usually what I want to do is break this up into short steps. So right here, the first step that I did in my timeline. So if you look at my messy timeline, this is what I did. The first step that I did, let's go right here, is making all the letters just turn like close. You see, like just making them just turn into circles, kind of. Because you see right here in the video, you see right here that first, if you go zoom in really slowly on the sheet on any other ones, first it turns into a circle. The G turns into a circle, then the next frame it infills. And also on all these other ones, and it's all delayed, so that turns into a circle. These are already circles, so it's already good. This G, you see, turns kind of into a circle, like it goes around, it kind of turns into a circle, then it turns away, and then boom, and then also you gotta, so all of them just do that. This E also just kind of turns into a circle, and then they just replace it with the filled circle at a certain point. And I'll scroll you one of them from scratch, but we'll just go through the first three steps of making this animation. So the first part is to make them kind of go into a circle shape. And then after they become in the circle shapes, you replace them with a filled in dot, which would be a whatever it's called, an ellipse. And then and then now and then you see that the E and the G both disappear. They just go off into the abyss. And now you have to have like a nice smooth, they go up and then down. And then that's the second part, making a smooth up and down. And after you have the smooth up and down, then you want to, and then right here, they're dots. Then they start, right here is the point where I would change them, where I changed them from a dot, like an ellipse, to with a line with a border. So then it follows the path of the line. But I did some weird trick so it can like with masking. So it's fully with this. So it's full so it looks like a G. So let's stop doing this and actually start getting into the thing. So surprisingly, I only used these nodes. Transform, merge, bitmap. I didn't have to use it. I was just stupid and decided to use it when I didn't actually have to. Ellipse and polygon. And so transform transforms, merge just merges everything. Ellipse is just a circle. You could ellipse and polygon, you put them into the oh shoot, I forgot to put background. You put them into the background to create a an ellipse, and yeah, you could control it, and then also a polygon. You could go like this, just draw lines and add a border, and I did that, and you could change the length and then also the path. So that's what I did with right here, the path. I made it into a path, and then I made it go smooth to the path. Okay, but how did I make in the beginning? These right here, this G and everything, they look really perfect. And I could have like manually typed all this stuff out. Like this big G right here. looks perfect. Right here, the G looks perfect. I could have done that by scratch. However, sometimes you don't want to because it's annoying. So what you can do is go on to I use photo. I don't know how to pronounce it. And then I did 800 by 800 since this project's 800 by 800 because I don't even know why I just did it like that. And the font that they used was product sans, and then you just type it's Google, and then you make it. I guess you could make it big. Oh my God, what's happening? Okay, check. Make it like your size that you want, and then you go File, Export as SVG, and vectorize text. Then after you do that, you could go into Fusion, import SVG, and then let me actually do it. So SVG, new project, and you just import it like that, which I already have it right here. This new project is just, oh no, it's the other one. It's this one. So what happens is it has already, the G's already there. You could separate this. These two nodes are for this small G, this big node's for the big G, and now I have this already here. I have already all this stuff already placed, so I don't have to go manually do it for me. I don't have to manually do it for myself. And then you could just use it. Okay. So that's what I've done here. And I also did that for the big G right here. Later in the scene right here, it's a big G. Right now, like we don't have it right here. It's not like it doesn't seem like useful since I'm not making a big G. However, it will be useful in a few moments. Okay. So let's go through the process of making one of these letters turn from um, into the circle, then go looped around. I think I'll do the L because it seems like because not only do we have to transform it to like kind of like more squarish to turn it into a circle, it also has a very long path to go loop around. And you can kind of see what I do here right now. You'll understand this more later why it looks so weird. You can't see it while it goes really quick, but you see it's kind of like very unusual and stuff like that. You'll see why in a little bit. However, all right, so let's get started. Okay, so the first thing that we have to do, and I'll explain the rest, all the other letters later. They have the same concept as the one I'm doing right now, except just, let me get back the test. Okay, it's the same concept except different letters, of course. All right, so this is an L. So let's just copy these and paste it out here. We don't really need this anymore. Okay. Also, we'll get this. Uh, where's the G? Oh no. Okay, let me import it. Fusion, import. Okay. Oh, it's over there. Okay, who cares? Alright. So also want this G too. Let's get this G. Just copy, paste it out here. We can delete these. Alright. So this L right here. So we have an L right here. So what we want to do is transform it. So we want to transform it right there, and it starts to change right here. Okay. So let's have a. So what we want to do is now transform it into an ellipse right here. So we have an ellipse. We want to transform this L into an ellipse. So how do we do that? So first we can see that it kind of like, you can see the L kind of like bulges up. Kind of like, looks like I don't even know, chocolate bar kind of. So then one frame is like that, the next frame is like a circle. You see? Alright, so what we're going to do is we could utilize um, this polygon node to, so right here it starts, right? Right here it starts, so we'll reshape, we're right here. we'll press the red buttons to add a keyframe, and then it ends right here. Then what we do is we could move, we can move this right here, right there. So now it's on the square like that. And now if you go, it's like you could see that it transitions. And however, you also wanted to, you see like that right now it's edged, but then you want it to become soft. That is very simple. You could just keyframe the uh you could add a border width. Oh no, you could just wait. Can you just wait? Let me see. Uh no, I have to border width. Okay, let's add a little border width so we get it. Then we could change the style of it. Like that, that. Oh yeah, let's do like that. So yeah, okay, this is good. Okay, so now we go back here. It's a little bit fattened, but it doesn't really matter that much. Alright, so right here, we want it to be straight cut like this. And then we could keyframe. Let's go right here. We'll keyframe it and then turn it into kind of like lower. So now if you look right here, you could see it goes like that. Perfect. However, also, alright, so now we got a keyframe. It kind of goes from slow to fast. Because you want to like transition slow to fast. It's so what you would do is you would just wait, let me collapse everything. Collapse all controls. Alright. Take this out. Wait, what? Okay, no, here. Alright. Alright, so now you go right here, and then you can make it go like this, because now this is showing that it's going. Oh no, this is fast to slow. You want to go down, kind of, with this coming like that, because now you could see the transition is it. This is the. If it was straight, it would go straight. Oh my God, I'm not good at explaining this. Okay, but then now you could see it goes slow to fast. And then because you could see where the biggest slope is, the bigger the slope, the faster it's going. So right here, the slope is smaller, then it gets really steep right here near the end. So that means it's going way faster at the end than the beginning. There, that's a half decent explanation. All right, so now let's merge these two. All right, we're merging. Let's actually add a background node here because it would be useful. Let's do like that, and then we can merge it right there. Okay, make this transparent just for the sake of this video. Okay. Okay, so now we got to change this into a circle. So right here is where it transitions. So what I'm going to do is got a keyframe on the blend in this merge node, and then boom, when I just make it disappear. And then this ellipse, we have to make it like the same size as this circle. I'm doing this like I did this on the other one, like on the actual Google one. I'm just copying my own right now, just because. Why not? Okay. So now no, let's make, so I just add right here, right here, I just add an expression to make it, and then add it to the width to make it so it's a perfect circle because we like that. And we'll just place it right on top, and that is perfect. And now let's change the background to like that color. Go right here. And then now, boom. And then let's change it so it appeared. Right now it should be disappeared. And the next frame, it should appear. And then now we have a nice little whoop, 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 whoop. Uh, it's still a little bit big, the L, I think. So let me just do something. Also, I want to change the width too. Wait, increase there. And then now this flows much smoother. I can move the ball a little bit, I would say, to the right, because it doesn't really matter that much. Let me just move it a little bit to the right. Yeah, you see like the transition? That looks really good. And now it's time to move it. So now what we have to do is I'm gonna add a transform mode to move it. And we see right here, let's go right here. So right here, what happens? It goes, let me just remove all this stuff since we don't need any of these keyframes anymore. Okay. So right here is a transform. So what we want it to do is, right when it gets here, we want it to, let's add a path. Okay. Uh, where is this? No. Actually, no, not transform. We want to, actually we can do transform, but I didn't use transform before, I think. Yeah, okay, I didn't use a transform, sorry for the inconvenience. Okay, so what we have to do is the same exact thing as transform, except I like this because you could just draw. Let's add here. So what we wanted to do is we wanted to go right here, go up and around. Right here is the top. So right here is the top. We wanted to go right here. And then after, let's go to, it goes down right before it turns into the thing. We wanted to go right here. And then now it's time to add some swirly motion. Let's click on this and like the modified thing, and then which make it more like a. I'm holding control right now to only control one of them at the time, and so we want to go kind of like a. Whoop. Oh wait, so what it does is it goes, it kind of like jumps up, goes there, jumps up. So I like that. So let's do kind of like that. So right here, let's do like a nice little jump up like that, and make this come down so it's a nice little jump, and then a down. And let's add a little upward so we could make it, wait, kind of like a, no, that was good. All right, so we have like a good kind of setup, and then now we have to animate this good. So what we want to do is we want to go from, wait, why is this even there? All right, so we want to go from, you see, we want to go from, we want to go fast to slow to fast. Because right here it's moving fast. We want also a fast transition, so it, it's seamless. If it's very slowly, they might notice the difference. So we want a fast transition. So what we're gonna do is we want to go fast, so it's make this go out like that, because the higher the slopes in the beginning, it's going to be quicker. And then we want it to go fast. And then we want it to end off, and then we want to slow to fast, so it's going to be like that. Let's try to like straighten this thing out, and hopefully this looks good. So it goes fast, slow, fast. You see on the left screen, you could kind of see it. However, I want to make it go up a little bit more. Let's add another keyframe right here, I think, to make it just go up a little bit. Oh, shucks. Maybe up, yeah, okay. Then we could go down. I just wanted to go up a little bit just to, and we should do that pretty slowly, which that should be fine. And let's see how it looks. Wait, no. I should, let's make this more smooth. Wait, touch this. This also should be slow. Uh, No, I don't like this. Let's erase this one. Yeah, that should be good. Alright. So now we want it to not really go fast at the end here. So let's make it more gradiental. And then we go smoothish. Bruh. Let's go fast. Wait, what am I doing? Fast to slow. Because it was messed up like before. Slow to fast. This should look pretty well. Then I want to have this at the top. Yeah, that looks good. Alright, so right here, let's look at the true animation. So you have an L that transitions to a ball. Fast up, slowly. You could see the straight line right here, slowly. And then zoom. And then you want to go really fast there right here. Get a sip of water. Okay, and now let's see. Well, okay, now the last step is to get it to go around and make the G. Okay. So what I did here was I used this G and I kind of like squished it. Let's take this look. Alright, so what I did here is where I used this G and I squished it down. So what I did is I just transformed it size to be about the same size as this. Change the size like that. Okay, and then now let's add this. Okay, this, that. Okay, so now we're gonna add a polygon with there. And now we're going to change this like we did before. Like we changed this, the L into the ball. We're going to change the ball into the line. So let's first make the path the line is going to follow. So it's going to start right, I would say, right, wait, oh, it's just not, right here. It should start. And it's going to travel around this kind of circle path and then end up right here where my mouse is. And we could use this G to our advantage. So what I did was, since we're not using this part, I kind of just, a smart thing I could have done is make an actual circle. However, I'm not that smart in this, so I just move this right here and there. Boom. And boom. And it's good enough. That's what I like to say. And then now this right here is the path that will be masked, like that you would mask. Anything outside this path at when it fully travels around, this would be the mask. You see right here, it's like masking the outside part. So the border still could be greater. This is the masking. But the harder part is getting the timing, the masking, and making it look. You see right here, it's like outside, then it slowly gets thinner and thinner. And I did that in a way that really fast looks kind of smooth. Okay, so let's do that. So what we have to do is first draw the line. So what we're going to do is draw the lines. Okay, so I'm going to have to go here, around, a loop-de-loopy, and back. And it's a double circle. Oh, okay, so let's see. So let's go here. All right, so we're going is, right. Okay, yeah, so around there, 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 and let's go right here, end up right there, and we'll just select all of these by pressing this and that, so to make it all smooth. And now it looks it's pretty good. You might have to like shift something over. No, not all of them. Shift some of them over to make it go more in the center. And now we have a nice little path that we could move this thing around. So now what we're gonna do is, as soon as it's going right there, right? It goes right there. Boom. Let's add this thing here. So now when it gets there, we want to transition. So right here, let's go back one frame, blend, turn it off. I'm just not gonna turn it fully off right now because I want to still see it. And then right here, there, blend right here, and turn it fully off. And now on. And now we just gotta set the width of this. So border width, we'll say it's about like this. So set the length to 0 so we could actually see it. Okay, let's see it. It's just about the same. Yeah, okay. It's good enough. Okay. Let's make it a little smaller. Border width. Perfect. Move this thing right here. Okay. Wait, how come this is not, wait, I thought this was all smooth. Wait, never mind. Let me just redo this, smooth it out. I don't know why it wasn't smooth kind of before. I thought we just did that. Okay. And then now we have a loop that it's gonna follow. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna change the position and the length and the position in a way that it could smoothly go around in a circle and get to the other side like that. Okay, so it's start at 0 and also it's finished the keyframe. So right here it's there. So all right, so there, and then right here it's gonna be one more. It's just gonna be fully gone. Let's make this green color and zoom, and we're pretty much almost done. You might not think like it, but oh, I know what I did wrong. Okay, So what I did is this thing is keyframed still on, so I have to turn off the keyframes. Yeah, okay. Okay. Zoop. And look, it smoothly goes in. Boom. And then boom. Okay, now right here, we're gonna do something. It's actually gonna be pretty quick right now. So we're gonna change the length position to a good spot. So right here, we're gonna change it to. So we go to the end. Right here is the end. So we want it to kind of go up and there, around there. So let's change the position and then the length. Let's make it go a little bit more backwards. Increase it a bit more. Okay. And then also at some point, was at an arbitrary point. So it's like, oop. Wait, it just pauses for a second. That's not good. Oop. Oh, because I did it the wrong time. Actually, let's turn this there. And let's. Oh, blend is right here. Okay, so right here I should make it 0, 0. Let's go there. And it's just go smooth. Yep, you see it kind of goes smoothly. However, right now is where the speed comes in. So speed ramping and controls come in. So right now we have to let's turn all these stuff on so we could actually see what's happening. Okay. So right now we have it go. It doesn't really look that good because it goes slow. The transition is slow, and then it just continues the same speed all the time. So what we want is we want it to go fast in the beginning. Fast in the beginning and slow at the end. Wait. Actually, no, no, no. In the video, I got it wrong. Slow in the beginning and fast and slow at the end. So what we're doing is slow in the beginning, middle really fast, and zoom like that. So let's do it like this, and then because we want to, it looks smooth like that, and that's exactly what they did in the video. So it goes. We want to go a little bit faster, so it's right now it's just playing. You're just playing with what's happening, and it's increased that dramatically. So now it's just what comes goes. So let's make this thing come up a little bit more. So we have a earlier. And let's also change the first position because it's not that. I hate this, how it's always like that. Okay, let's turn off keyframes and for that. Okay, so let's make it so it's more smooth. So we can make it come in like that. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, that looks good. Now it's more smooth. Okay, so slow to fast. Boom, there. And an arbitrary amount you see right here in the video, it changes to squares, so we could just do that. So right here, I would change it. Let's change the border style here to that, and then it's good. Now A very nice part is I could just attach this right here, boom, and let's do, so this is like a mask kind of, it's right there. But if you add them, it's adding, so you don't want to add them. You actually want to multiply them because you only want it to be where both of them are. However, that's a bad thing because it's like that and it's not good. So what I'm gonna do is add a border width, pretty big border width, start out. Then I'm gonna slowly close the border width, and also this is not gonna be here in the beginning. Not here, so it doesn't, so it still shows. So let's go right here. So we're going in. So here's the thing, it's going, and then once it gets inside, level, oh wait, okay, not multiply, we don't want multiply, we want merge right now. Okay, so once it gets inside, fully inside like this, we can now turn this thing on. Let's turn on, and it has pretty big border width. All right, wait, let's turn on, level it on. Zoop, border width is pretty big, so everything's contained. Everything is contained. Then we also turn this, wait, from right here, from merge to multiply. And then now it should look the same as before, except now we could perform a trick that's kind of sneaky that I like. It's you slowly decrease the border width, so it just gets smaller over time. So what I'm going to do is like that. So once it right gets, say it gets over here, it's going to be, border width should be 0. Meh, let's say that's good enough. Okay. And let's make it go, let's say make it go from like that, I think, and let's see how that works. And that looks pretty good. Like maybe some edges, you could like smooth out the edges. Instead of using this, you could use an actual pure circle. And maybe I could make one right now and just with a border in which I don't know if I actually would be able to do that. However, I don't even know where it is. So maybe with like a here, and you could add some border width. And then maybe you can maybe make it into a circle so it's more smooth. However, this is the concept that I did, and you could always improve it. And it looks pretty. Let's go right here, and it looks pretty good from far away, I would say. And so it turns like that. Okay, then this is what I did for all the letters. So now let's actually look at all the letters and see what I did with all of them, because most of them were just the same, except some of the other is different. Um, okay, so it's now, I guess we could just put this off to the side. So okay, for the G. Alright, so this is a small g. The small g just disappears. So what I did here, and an interesting part that I really wanted to do for no apparent reason whatsoever, is I wanted this g thing at the bottom to disappear on the top. So what I did here is so you see right here the kind of like the g in the bottom, and right here in the bottom kind of disappear. I wanted to kind of the way I did it, like the L, like I manually move this thing. However, I did not do that this time, um, because it just went from here to there. It didn't go all the way around. So what I did is I have this line. You see right here, the line. Let's add this side and add it here. So right here is the line. It goes from it. Boom. You see it cuts it off. Oop, and it also goes like that, but who cares? Okay, but it's not noticeable. But the bottom one actually is noticeable really, because okay, the bottom one's right here, and it's not there, and then it's a line. You see, it's a line that goes down and up, and it's just a polygon path, and it just, and then right here it's masking. It's masking, and right here I did the minimum, and I just do random stuff to be honest when I do the paint mode. Right now minimum works, and I did invert on this one, and I just do invert on this one, and I don't know why it worked, it just does, and that's what I did. And this bitmap, I don't really think there was a need for this bitmap. I could have done the transferred after this and maybe added this onto here, but it did work. And bitmap is literally just converting a so you could see this also kind of what it's doing. And then also I had the transform to transform it smaller, so into the circle, into the smaller circle. Then it transitioned to a dot, which is right here. The dot just appears and then just disappears. Since in the video it just disappears, and then that's the G. And bitmap, what it does is it literally just converts this into a like it converts. It pretty much is adding in this scenario. It's literally adding a background, except it has a mask effect. So yeah, so it had a mask effect, so I like that. And I don't know why when I put this mask in the transform, it didn't do anything, so I just did that. Okay, on to the E. The E is right here. Okay, fudge. All right, the E is right here, and what it is a just it's two masks which I got from the SVG. This one is the little circle one, like there, and this one is the outer one. So what I was doing to make it into a circle is that you could see that I just moved this part up. I did a keyframe on this, and I just moved it up directly, and then I turned it into a circle right here, and it just disappeared. It appeared, turns into it turns the E turns into a circle right here, boom, circle, an ellipse, and then it just disappears into the abyss. And that is that one. And then the first O, which is right here. Fudge. Okay. Right here. Breather break. Okay. My brain hurts. Okay. So right here is this is the outer inner. The SVG made this, in which it's right here. Okay, no, okay. All right, right here. Okay. So there's an outer and inner O, and then you look in the actual video, the first O. The O actually is cool because it literally turns into a circle, and then boom. Okay, so what I did here is so right here is the outer circle, inner circle. Here's the transform. So what I'm doing is I transform it down. So what I did is I scaled it down. So this transform is I scaled it down, and then I made this, the inner one, the size shrink. The size shrink because I could increase the size or decrease the size, and on the right side you could see that it's kind of moving, and then it's decrease the size all the way to 0. And then it becomes a circle. It literally becomes the ellipse. So I don't even have to make the ellipse. And then boom. And then now this actually transitioned into the G. And then I did the same exact thing I did before. I added the big G as the I added this G. I added this G with the background. I slowly closed the background. And then I transitioned it to the bigger G, or the actual G, because right here you see it goes and then it needs this part right here to fully hit the edge. And that's pretty good because, like, no, that you need that because without it, it would just not be masked and it would look very weird. So I needed these two. So what I did before is the same as the thing I did before. I At this very moment, around this part, I turned it on with the border so it looks the exact same, and then I slowly close the border so it slowly shrinks the width. So then it gets exactly the same width that I want it. Then I turn it, and then at a certain point, and then I transition it. I transition to the actual big G, not the transform one that I did before. That the border like went this, then it went all the way over there. The thing I don't like about it is it kind of like curves, like it kind of like goes like that. I don't know how to fix that. Where I'm too lazy to if I really want to. And it goes, you see right here at this edge, it kind of like hits the edge, and it just goes like that. As in the actual video, it it's more like a smooth, doesn't hit an edge. It's already in that shape from the beginning, which I don't really want to. I don't know how to do that, and I don't feel like it. I probably can if I really wanted to, but I don't want to. Okay, the second O. I think this O just goes into the abyss, as before. Why is this always so annoying? Okay, so we have right here the O. Where you go, and it just transforms down. Oh, it doesn't go into the abyss. Okay, it's the other one. Okay, so with the same exact thing as the other O, goes there, except now it just goes into the circle again. The same exact thing that we did before. With the same, it was pretty much copy. I copied and pasted. After I did the first one, all these went by really smoothly and easily. And you got to make sure that I kind of changed the keyframes a little bit so they all connected at this point, and they stayed connected kind of the entire time, so make it look like more smooth like in the video. And then, so right here, you could see that, boom. And then, okay, so let's go right here. And then it transitions into the line. You see we have the line again, and it just goes around. And then we also have this, the border, the same exact thing. Border slowly shrinks to the exact need. And then we have the combined. It comes down, the dot, the circle turns into the dot, comes down, turns into the line, polygon, and then the border slowly shrinks, crunching it in so it looks good. And then it has the slow to fast, the slow again feeling ish that you could do, that you could kind of see right here. Remember, like the slower graph goes up, and then and then it kind of goes to the center, and then it slows down. I think it's like a, what is it, inverse tan graph? Wait. Sorry. Arc tan graph. Wait. No, it's literally a, no, it's the, oh no, it is an arctan graph. Yes, okay. I'm right. It's a slow, steep, slow again. You see, slow, steep, except it's kind of squished together more. And okay, it's kind of like a squished together arctan graph. Okay, sorry for doing that. Okay, tangent. Okay. And then now the L. We just did the L. I did literally just recreated it. I'm surprised I was able to from memory. So the same exact thing. We changed this into, wait, let's actually see what I did here. I want to see if I changed the border. No, I did not change the border style. I'm confused. Oh no, I had it on this border the entire time, the round corner. So I didn't need to change it. Okay, so that went down. Boom, you remember right there. And then we transition it right into this ellipse right here. So it goes, boom, transition to the ellipse, goes up, and then disappears because it's going to transition into this line, polygon thing. And then it goes and we transition, boom, and it goes all the way around. And then I did it in a way that I did all these three things in a way that this one is on top, this green one's on top of all the other ones you see on the right side. It's on top of the yellow one, and the yellow one's on top of the red. So I have the yellow one after the red one, and this one after that one. And now onto the big G. This G is a little bit different than the other ones, than all the other ones, because you could see right here the blue one, instead of going around, it just goes across and it goes like around and also uses the same. It's like the same concept, except I'll explain right now. So right now we have this G. Yeah, this G, and I transition it. I do the same trick that I did with the E. I just kind of like close it out. Like you see, it just closes into the circle, and then it comes down. I transform it. I transform it kind of. Wait, it's. I transform it like kind of smaller. Then I put it in the bitmap so I could put it in this background. And then we have this circle. Wait, what? Oh, I guess I had. I guess I had the. I guess I used the. I changed it from the solid. So open up. So as soon as it closed, I changed it into a circle. Then I made it into the. Um. And then I made it solid. You can see right here. And then I made it really small, and then I added it, and then like I made it do like the motion. Remember, the motion is slow to fast, slow. So we want slow to fast. Wait, pardon myself. Let me see what this actually is. So L, so this is G. Fudge. What am I doing? I swear, am I like blind? No way. Oh, big G right here. All right. So big G, we have the. I really don't want to do this. All right, what am I doing? All right. So big G, ellipse one. Yeah. So what we have here, we have the. No. So actually is fast. Okay. Center. So we want fast. Kind of this. So we want fast to slow at the top. So we go fast, slow at the top, come still slow, then boom, speed. Okay, sorry. So fast to slow, and then the fast again. That's where the dots move. Fast, slow, fast. So now right here is kind of different than before because now we on the right side you can see it's kind of like it goes across and then has this weird point where it changes from a dot to a line, except right here it kind of has that. You see, it's cut off, and when it goes perfect because we have done that before, and then that's just a mask. So then I have right here, so I go slow, and then I change the size of it to go to maybe to mimic the size of the G part, to mimic the size of this G right here. Okay, and then let's actually get the actual picture at the end. Alright, and then now we have boom, and then I just have it go across. And right here, I have it transition to this part, where it's literally just a line. It's a line that goes around, it's just there and around. The same as that thing we had before, except now, since you see it's like cut off right here, that is because we have this G thing right here. It's just cut off. It's the literally, and I didn't do any fancy work with the border in this one. It's just straight up cut off from the beginning, every point. That was the way it was, and it just whoop, and you see it goes around, and it just fills up the G in a way, and it goes very nice. And what this thing goes is slow to fast. No, it goes slow, faster than slow again. And then we could check that out too, right here, Polygon 4. You could see it goes slowish, and then it speeds up a little bit, and then it goes slow again. Because it's not as steep here, it gets a little bit more steep. But then still, it's, yeah, and then there. And then if you combine all of them together, you make this animation. And let's go back to this one too, just to see that we made this in literally a few moments. And it looks very good, actually. And so this is the animation. Whoop! It looks pretty good. I don't even know. And there's many things that could be improved. Like at the end, you could see right here, if you slow down right here, you see it's like kind of uneven because of the way that I did this. You could have made this a circle, probably improved it to make all it very much more smoother. And then also right here at the end, it kind of goes, it cuts off, it goes like that. That could be improved. And also, if you look at if you compare, if if you compare this G right here, you see it's kind of like a cut and cut like that. Like you see the cuts are like more like they're more defining and they actually have meaning. As in mine are just kind of like random, just because of they're not like this one should be more like this one's kind of good, but this one should be more like cut like that. This one's kind of good, but this one's the only one that's kind of should be more like cut like on more diagonal. But it's just the way that the line just made was made. I tried changing it, but it's good enough. What could I say? And hopefully this recording wasn't 5 hours long. And hopefully you learned something because I don't know. And goodbye.